Happy New Season, or
Happy
Happy
New
New Year,
Season,
or
wait.
Happy. Why you? You need to get in the right spot.
Ah,
There we
oh,
go.
I was the good one. I was the good child this
You,
time.
I was
Ken and
imitating
I
our.
always have to
I was
cause
imitating
problems.
our thing,
well, it's
our intro.
well, yeah. Ken and I were talking before the show. It's like
No, we won't.
why we didn't have a guest on the this first episode, and one of the reasons why is because people don't
I don't
really
like
know,
this.
even though we put the advertisements out there. So it'll take a while for those to go, and I didn't want to cheat a guest. And
Yeah.
next week we'll have more people on. They might start to pile on as we go, but that's okay because they're going to watch this later and they're going to go, "Man, I wish I was there.
Right?
I could
That's
have,
kind of what I
could
do.
have been there live, but I had to watch it." And oh well, you know how it is. What is
We'll
that
still
sound?
your comments later.
You had to watch it and memorize.
Like next year when we watch it again. No, I'm kidding.
Ah.
It's all right.
Yes,
It's okay.
we have so much going on this season. So many
We really
awesome
do.
guests coming. It is going to be so good. I'm so
exciting.
And we
I'm
are busy
excited.
every weekend this year. Yay!
Wow.
You
Well,
what?
wanna-
Wait, what?
What? What I wanted to bring
I
up to
know.
people is there's going to be a slight format change. Basically, when we start, and everybody's on, and we just go. And it'll probably always be a mess at the first 30 seconds of each show, but that ain't ever going to
What?
change.
That's just us.
That's kind of me in just about everything I do. So, but yeah, I do want to give. Okay, wait. Now, if you've been watching the show at all, we cycle through Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas. That's who we are, A.M.O.K. We're still going to do that, kind of. We are going to do hi, Karen. We're going to do, we're going to cycle each week, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, but only the first couple minutes. And we're going to highlight things coming on in our area. And that way we always keep the focus on events in our area. And we'll just cycle through that. But as far as guests go, I tried to limit it to people who are coming to our region or event in our region. And we did that for 2 years and it never really grabbed traction. And I'm like, there's so much out there in the paranormal community that we're not, I don't know, highlighting, and we should, because we don't just stay in our areas. I don't know. Ken, do you ever venture out of our area? Every time Ken talks, he's like talking about the foreign lands. Every time we
all
talk.
the time.
I am all over the place. I mean, I feel like Gumby sometimes. It's kind of like, where am I at this week? I don't know. I'm coast to coast, although I haven't been too far west yet. Yeah, coast to coast. Yeah, you go. but not too far west at this point. Still got a lot to cover out west.
Well, I've investigated places outside of our region. Gone to foreign countries like Texas, and as far away as what is it? How you pronounce it? It's a Ohio place.
Ohio,
yeah. I've been there. Been to places that way, but yeah. So we're going to start highlighting places there, and just before we get on with the show, I do want to I want to talk about some of the guests that are coming up. Next week we're starting off at the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, and that's in where's that? Is that Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee, and we're gonna have Ronnie D speaking about the place. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is one of the places that's on my list to go see. If you don't know, I'm a medic, and I love investigating hospitals. So any kind of hospital, I'm all in. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're kicking off our first guest from the foreign lands. So anyhow, but yeah. I just we're gonna have him. We're gonna have what Rock City Paranormal. Where are they from? Who's got that for people?
Oh, that's Arkansas. They're from Arkansas. It's Kim
Arkansas,
and Aaron. Arkansas. It's from
Arkansas, Arkansas,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
and then we're gonna have Miranda Young and Chris Hunter from the historic Scott County Jail. We're gonna have somebody from I don't know who you got from Malvern Manor.
Oh, that's Josh Hurd.
Josh Hurd is gonna be on here. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Josh Hurd.
Cool.
And,
Yep. He knows that dude from Fast and the Furious. They were teamed up with Nick Groff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that dude.
they were teamed up together for a while doing some paranormal investigations with him and Johnny Hurd, Johnny Hauser, and
Oh, yeah.
Josh is the one that manages Malvern Manor in
Cool.
Iowa. So we're gonna have him on talking about Malvern Manor because I've seen some stuff that they posted on that, and I would love to investigate it. I would.
And
Well,
love
one of these days. One of these days.
looking at trying to get there. Aren't you looking?
Chatlinburg. Thank you, Karen. Yes. Oh.
What?
Woohoo.
Yeah, that's who
Right.
they were teamed up
The
with.
lady in the back
Chatlinburg.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, down here, over here.
Over here. Anyhow, yeah. So that'll be cool.
Were you
Yeah.
trying to get us into Malvern, Shauna?
I want to go to Malvern.
Well, that's what I
Of course, she
thought.
wasn't. Come on. Every time anybody talks about anything paranormal, she goes, "I want to go."
No, I've been trying to go to Malvern Manor for 4 years.
Why haven't
I
you
just
gone?
haven't gone because I haven't had anybody.
Forgot
to go
how
with
to spell the name. No.
And now I have peeps that are willing to go with me, and I would love for you guys to join me, and we can go to
Yay.
Malvern Manor and
Where
enjoy
is it
our
again?
time. It's only 6 hours away. It's in
It's up in
Iowa.
Iowa.
Oh, only okay.
Yeah. Only. Hey, that's closer than
Only.
Hinsdale House, and I went 22 hours to Hinsdale House. Okay.
Hey, Pam, you're actually closer.
Yeah,
I
you're closer.
am. Yeah, a little bit closer.
By an hour. No, by
About half hour.
15 minutes.
No, but that.
I'll
I mean,
go
that's
pick
cool.
me up, says Karen.
Yay.
Sweet.
So what we do is we always talk
That'd be
about
fun,
these
Karen.
places and say we
I'll
want
let
to
you know,
go and
Karen.
check them out. And now we're going to check them out and actually talk about them. So that'll
Yep.
be really cool. Talk about places you want to go to and want to have them on the show. I've invited Ted Martin from the Randolph County Asylum in Winchester. In Winchester, Illinois.
Indiana.
Or Indiana.
Oh,
Indiana.
yeah.
Indiana.
I love
INIL. I'm colorblind. I have a hard time reading that.
Indiana.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
Indiana.
neighbors. They're neighbors. Kinda
They're right
They
there.
are.
kinda like-
I mean, on the
kinda
map,
like
they're
us.
only this far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, they're right. Anyhow,
No, they're not that far apart.
but I'm going there in May. So we're gonna have them on
Nice.
in like a month before I go. 'Cause- Yeah.
Nice.
So we're gonna have them on sometime end of March, early April. I forgot the date. I didn't write down the dates, but I'm looking forward to that place because that's got a really cool history. And
Yeah.
that's what Ted Martin's going to talk about. He's going to talk a little bit about the history, and then we get to talk about some of the spooky stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. If you haven't been there or know what I'm talking about, Google it. There's a lot of just fantastic pictures, and a lot of teams have been there, and so you can find out all kinds of stuff. I like to know kind of what's going on, but I don't like to dig too deep into what other people have witnessed. Do you guys do? What do you do?
I like
no.
listening
I
to
don't.
history.
You like the history of it?
I like to know some of the history.
Well,
Yep.
I like to know a little bit, but not enough to influence what I may see when I get there. I don't really read into it until after I've investigated.
I usually look into the
That's
history,
anywhere.
but I don't look into other people's investigations.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I
no.
try to do. I don't,
Well, yeah.
I don't want to know what the experiences were.
I've come
Right.
across things and had
at your place,
people
Ken?
tell me stuff that's going on, and then I'll have a totally different experience.
Is
You got
somebody
somebody running
knocking
through
on your floor? I mean, on
What?
your ceiling?
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know
Wait,
if
he
anybody
had
was
a
even
knock.
up there. Did you hear it?
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, I heard. I'm like, what the heck is that?
I heard nothing.
I don't even know if people are up there. Although I did see that there's a guy replacing carpeting in one of the apartments, but I thought it was the
Oh.
one next to me. But I
Huh.
don't know what's going on upstairs. That's weird.
That
Okay.
That's true.
Maybe I'll turn my ghost box on.
Nah,
After
Yeah.
the show. But anyhow, yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to go check this place out. Like I said, it looks creepy, and any kind of asylum or hospital, just fantastic because it's
Mhm.
right in my groove. But it's not just places. If you've been on the show, we talk about the expo, and we'll be talking about that still this year. Border Town, we talk about that. Matter of fact, the reason why we started the show, we'll be talking about that. There are events in the area that we're talking about, but we're not just going to talk about events in our area. We have we're having people from the Cajun County Paracon in Lafayette, Louisiana. And that should be interesting. They sound pretty excited to come on the show. I guess Silicon.
Yeah.
Still time.
They got two things going on this year.
And KarmaCon.
What is that? Is that Boy George?
Yes.
That's funny because that's what I was thinking of when I read that too.
No,
Yeah.
I think
Came to
it's
mind.
I don't know what you call
KarmaCon.
it.
You better be nice when you go. That's all I got to say.
It's a psychic
With a name
fair.
like KarmaCon,
Oh,
you better.
okay.
It's a
Right. You better
psychic
be
fair.
nice.
It's a 1-day psychic fair, I think from like 10 until 6 p.m. Something
Nice.
like that. And it's up in Gaze, Illinois, which is not too far from Mattoon, Illinois, where it used to be
Okay.
held. But Silicon's going to be in the same area.
You
They've
say a
moved it.
sidekick fair, like people like Robin and
Yes.
they're sidekick.
Sidekick.
Yes, sidekicks. Yes. Mhm. I knew that. Cato.
Cato, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
But
Cato.
was he
Yeah,
really
yeah.
the sidekick? He's the one who did all the real work. Anyhow.
I was going to say he really was. Yeah.
But anyhow, so yeah, so we'll be talking about that. It'll be kind of interesting. We might did they change a date on that? They didn't change a date on that.
Date
Or
on
did they?
what? Comic-Con?
No, KarmaCon is March 22nd, and the Silicon is September 19th through the 21st.
19th
The
and 21st.
same weekend as Paragold.
Ah,
Yeah.
see, I didn't know
Paragold.
that.
There's a couple of
that's
them
the
that are
one.
overlapping this year, which
Yeah.
is sad.
And I thought Paragold was going to be Labor Day weekend because that's something that Santi had mentioned, it being Labor Day weekend. And then when I saw,
That's what I thought he said too.
Well, Santi is
Yeah.
going to be on the show as well, and we'll be able to grill him about that stuff.
yeah, be like,
Really turn up the heat. Yeah.
yeah, because now I can't go to Silicon. I wanted to go to Silicon to see Chris and Philip.
I got their picture. I can send
I
it.
got their pictures.
Keith was there
I
last year
know
too.
him.
Keith was also at Silicon.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I don't know if
A
they
lot
said
of
who's
people
going to
were.
be there, and I don't know if they said who's going to be there or not.
Santi
and-
usually goes to Silicon, so that's something that's
Yeah, so he ruined his own trip.
Right?
That's right. He was there. I do remember that.
Yep. He was
So-
there when we went.
Oh my God, because we were singing karaoke that night.
You and
See,
he were, yep.
There need to be more karaoke at paranormal events. That's all.
Oh
I
my
got.
God, it was so much fun. Yeah.
Oh
it really
God,
was.
you don't want me singing karaoke.
I
Oh,
want
it
you
was-
and
Run
Pam to
everybody
do
off.
a duet.
Oh
Huh?
no, you don't.
Well, we'll sing a duet, all right. We'll have everybody leaving.
Yeah, we'll run everyone off. Or I will for sure.
Hey, did you mention Ashmore also?
I have
They're
not.
on,
Oh yeah, Ashmore.
they're on the list. Ashley and Robin
Did I
Terry
miss
are
it?
going
I missed
to. They're going to be talking with us. I think in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
I think I don't have. I can't see the calendar.
How'd I miss that?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're. Yep,
Oh,
in 2
we're in the
weeks.
wrong month.
Tweaks, right? Tweaks. TWEEKS. Tweaks. Yeah, they'll be
Yeah.
on, and they're going to be talking about all their different events coming up.
What's happening? Because there's some stuff happening that Terry has mentioned on his Facebook page, and if you haven't seen it, go to his Facebook page. And
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I,
Okay.
all I see is Oklahoma Shauna
Hi, Julie.
on the 28th.
Yes.
It's
Ashley
not
and
on the
Robin.
calendar.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is it
It-
not?
It was at 28th. I put it on there.
My son got me.
Nope,
a
it's not on
new
there.
Why
paper
is it not
organizer
there?
That's
for
why I
the
didn't put it on my list.
year, so I
Well,
threw it on here.
it's a good thing. Well, it's a good
Yeah,
thing
I have
mentioned
Ashley and
Oh,
Robin
you
down
got
on
it
the
for
28th.
Monday.
Hello, Julie.
Here, I just
In-
moved it over. I moved it over. It's now the 28th.
I
Okay.
got it on a
Yay.
Monday.
Now it's
Well,
there.
that's-
You fix it.
I
Where was
fixed it. It was on Monday. It was on the 27th.
Oh, that's why I didn't know. I didn't. Monday
Yeah.
doesn't exist. to
Yeah,
me.
just Tuesdays.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Ashley and Robin from Ashley.
Sorry, Ashley and Robin. I got the
Yeah.
wrong date, but it is the 28th. Please
then-
be there
Now, where
Yes.
is Ashmore Estates?
in Ashmore, Illinois. Matter of fact, not too far, I believe, from the Winchester
Ro-
where you're going to be.
Really?
Yeah,
think so.
Rob.
Carrollton,
Yeah. I've been there.
Decatur-
That place
Decatur,
is amazing.
Auburn, Decatur. It's kind of central Illinois.
Yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
kind of neat.
Nice.
Not too far,
Yeah.
but under 2 hours for me.
See,
Even
It
better.
is.
Mhm.
It is.
do they do
6 hours.
midweek
no.
investigations? Because
They do every day
Oh,
investigations,
yeah.
day and or night, and they have a lot of events throughout the year. And I know the next biggest one that I'm familiar with is Unity potluck dinner.
Are they still doing
Potluck
that?
Day. They're doing the potluck day this year. They used to have a conference, but they ended that about a year ago, and now they're going to do a paranormal potluck, and that's on the Saturday before the Super Bowl. So I think that's what, February 7th or something like that.
yeah, it's real close. Yeah.
I think that's today.
Well, I know Robin.
yeah.
Robin does a lot of things for that
Yeah.
place,
Okay.
and
Robin, you are amazing.
Like all
Ashley,
this-
you are more amazing now because you're going to be owning it.
yeah. Well, I was sending people to his Facebook page so they would see that.
That's cool. Yeah. No, it's pretty.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome stuff that he does. I mean, he's also involved with the Rhodes Hotel, so I can probably get Mike Couch on the show about the Rhodes Hotel,
Ooh, yeah.
and that's over in Atlanta, Indiana, also, which is not far from Winchester.
Atlanta, Indiana.
Seriously,
All
Well, y'all
it's a
saw
whole
that they
row
tore
there.
down Bobby Mackey's, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they tore it down. Yeah.
now you got to stand out there in the snow.
Well, they're rebuilding over it. Bobby Mackey's wasn't the first building that was on that property.
That's correct. It used to be just Mackey's, then Bobby bought it.
No, that was torn down before, and then they built over it again. I heard that, Kim.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Maybe it was
But-
Ricky. It was Ricky and Bobby Mackey.
Ricky
Ricky
Bobby
and Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Bobby Mackey.
Anyway, whatever.
All right, continuing on.
Maybe it's
We
big.
have,
Big
we have,
Mackey.
we're gonna have a Mark Walsh from the Shadows and Spirits Paracon. That's in Nashville, and
Oh,
that's
cool.
yeah, that's not too
Oh,
far.
heck, that's-
So I'm looking at. See, I like going to events. Paranormal places are great. I enjoy that,
love,
but I love going to events because events you get to meet people.
yes, network.
You know, stuff. And when you're at a paranormal investigation, you talk and people go, shh.
Yeah, you can't visit really.
Well, that's why you go to the paranormal investigations with the groups you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to talk to them anyways.
No, you just want to do your thing.
Yeah. So
You
where's
talked to
Adrian?
them at
I
the
don't know. He's over
dinner.
there. Good.
You
It's-
talked to
oh,
them
where's
at the
Adrian?
dinner,
Where's Adrian is what Tina usually says.
and then
she has
after
no-
dinner, that's when you go investigate.
That's all right. As long as you don't go to Mexican food before you go to investigate.
Oh God.
You know, I think we're going to start something new this year. Why don't we just go to have paranormal dinners?
Para dinner, yeah.
Para dinners.
Para-dinners. What do you think?
Para dinners. I like it. I
I
like
don't
Everybody
it.
know.
just
The
ate?
last, well, it wasn't the last dinner. The last, no, the second to last dinner in Little Rock. That was an event.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, the one in the hotel?
No, the hotel.
Oh,
The hotel dinner.
That was like
Yeah.
a 4-hour event.
Yeah,
That was
a horror show.
Definitely got to
nuts.
visit. We had plenty
don't-
of time to
I
visit.
can't-
Well, I definitely do not recommend that hotel.
There's not a good thing I could say about the Camp David restaurant in the
Oof.
yeah. That's a thumbs down. Wait a minute, 2 thumbs
Yeah.
down. That's
2
bad.
thumbs down.
That was
Pat.
2 years in a row that
It was
they
terrible.
effed up like they did.
Right. We were
No,
there
it was
over
ridiculous this
between
year.
3 and 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. it
Yeah.
was close
Yeah.
to
From the,
that.
Never-
from the first plate to the last plate.
Yes.
And then one of the first plates had a darn tie in it that someone almost swallowed.
One of the plastic bread tie. Well, it's not a tie,
Yeah.
the clip, the bread clip thing.
Yeah. Industrial strength one.
Yeah. With chew marks on it.
I
by
will
the
say,
time.
I will
It
say
was kinda-
about Ken, not you, Ken, Gerhard Ken.
And Gerhard.
Is he gave it a good try. He
He
did try
did.
to eat that thing.
There
Yeah,
were
he did.
definite chew marks in it.
He did. Yeah. He
That's too
did.
funny.
He was sitting down on the other end of the table. I was here and he was over here, and he got his food first, didn't he?
Yeah, his whole family got their food
Yeah.
before anybody else got anything else. I think they were done eating dinner before we all even got our water.
And
I
I'm
think-
not even.
Yeah.
Did Pat ever get to eat completely?
Yeah. Well, no, he took most of his home.
He took- yeah.
He took it with him because it just never
He
came.
didn't even get what he wanted. I don't think he got what he ordered.
He
No.
didn't.
No,
He
it was a
didn't.
mess. It was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a crazy night, but one for the memory books.
That's right.
Um,
And
Yeah,
at that
definitely
table,
memorable.
we had the wonderful, been on the show before, Keith Age. He
Yes.
is also going to be on the show February 11th. I chose that date on purpose.
Nice.
Him and Shannon Humphreys, and they're going to talk about their Bourbon Spirit show. So I'm looking
cool.
forward to that. So, but
I'm
that's
excited.
what I've got as a preview of what's coming up. Now we can just gab. I got the
Gabby.
I got the stuff out of the way. So what are you guys looking forward to the most?
Oh my gosh. Meeting up with you guys again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We don't have anything scheduled, do we? Other than
We don't.
Not
other
yet.
Other
than the
than-
taunt.
Other than
We have just
Border Town
talking.
and
Yeah, just
Little Rock.
talking.
We need to put, Adrian, you need to put the major things also on our calendar,
With that.
like Arkansas Expo,
Yeah.
Pam,
Border
Border
Town.
Town,
Border Town.
Paragold.
Paragold.
Yeah.
Again,
Silicon.
I'm actually going.
I'm going to Paragold.
So you
Okay,
say if it's Paragold or Silicon, you're going to go Paragold.
Well, I've got to go to Paragold. He sponsored me last year.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
So you're
shit.
like
Oh,
an
shoot.
indentured servant.
Yes. Well, he supports me a lot, and I have to give it to him. I cannot not go to his show.
Santiago
I can't.
supports everybody. He is a
He
good
does.
dude.
He's a
He
good
really
dude.
does.
He's a good
He-
egg.
he's a good- I got nothing bad to say about him. He's a little
No.
he's a little everywhere all at once, but he
Yeah.
is a good dude with a good heart, and I like that.
He is.
Okay,
and
so
And I
then-
want to support that too. And I'm more than likely I'm about 60-40 right now because I
Yeah.
want to go to that because I like that. I enjoy the event. If you haven't been there, you should go. Just a neat little event.
yeah.
But I've been saying I'm going to go to Silicon for so long.
I know, and I
And-
loved Silcon. I did. I absolutely enjoyed Becky. She was very hospitable, and I enjoyed being there. But at the same time, I have to say I don't know her like I know Santi,
No, I totally get it. I totally get it.
That makes
and
sense.
I've got to support my military brother from another mother.
No, totally get it. I totally get it.
Well,
So-
I
So when
believe
is Paragold again?
The same weekend
time.
as
19 to
Silcon,
21,
Which
the week,
is
week before your
September
thing.
19th, the weekend before yours.
September 19th. Okay.
Yeah.
I talked to Becky the other night, and matter of fact, she's going to be on the. Well, we already mentioned
Yeah.
that she's going to be on the show talking about both of them. But I'm planning on going to both.
I cannot go to both.
No, I understand. I'm just saying I
Yeah.
plan. It's an hour and a half for me, so
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna go up there, and I even
We'll
put
be
my-
represented. Yay.
I will represent A.M.O.K, and I've even put my name in to be a speaker at both of them.
Nice.
Very
We'll see how it
cool.
goes. We'll see.
Yeah.
Very
We'll
cool.
see.
Haven't
That's
heard
one
back
thing
from
that
her yet.
I hope that Santi imports into his convention is more panels. He did have a few panels for Rick Prince and a couple other things, but I meant like paranormal.
A
Like,
paranormal.
he's more
Yeah,
of a horror buff, and I understand that it's the High on Nation Paranormal Horror Show, but it's the paranormal horror show.
exactly right. And I said the same thing the first year. I said, you need to be more paranormal here. He said, well, I had Keith supposed to be here. I said, yeah, Keith is good. I like Keith. But
Yeah.
if you're going to say paranormal, you need more than 1 out of 100.
Yeah,
So,
because he had a lot of paranormal peeps out there last year. He had Haunted Souls, he had me, he had ghost hunting housewives, and a few more paranormal peeps that were out there. And I think a panel of all of us discussing like we do at Bordertown would be great.
That'd be neat.
That
well,
would be neat.
and this as well as all of us and everybody watching, the billions, that everybody's got a ghost story.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
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 They walk up to you. Hey, you got your hat on. I know. I got a ghost story for you all the time.
But questions, people with question, if we could involve, like, I know we try so hard to involve people from Border Town, but people are shy. They don't want to talk. But then you get those people that do, and that really encourages other people to ask questions and want answers. And with all the people that were out there this past year, and I understand that, they had their wrestling people out there speaking. They had their sponsor, which is Scared City Productions, talking about a bunch of wrestling stuff and a bunch of horror movies and everything that was coming on. We could get more paranormal speak.
Oh
You
yeah.
would have that variety coming in.
Yeah.
Give the paranormal people more of a voice.
That'd be cool.
And he would totally do that.
Oh no, I'm all
But
for it.
I think
Give
it's him
him
trying
a
to
holler.
figure everything out. Huh?
Give him a holler. Tell him you'll lead that part of it.
Holla.
Holla,
I
holla.
got you.
Holla, holla.
But yeah, I think it would be awesome to have like Adrian and Ken speaking on some of their stuff that they've done, and the Ghost Hunting Housewives, they're on Patty Negri's station, or God, what is it called? That anyway, they're on there, so they could talk about some of the stuff they've done. I mean, they've been doing this for 20-something years.
Nice.
And it would be nice to actually have them speak about some of their stuff that they've done. It would be pretty amazing. I would totally lead it if he'd let me. But I'd be like, all right, we're going to have Adrian and Ken and Ghost Hunting Housewives. We're going to have Pam.
I'll send him a text message.
Yay.
Actually, I don't have his number, but I can send him a.
No, and then I would love to get some cryptid people out, like Scott and.
There you are.
Yeah.
Ooh, did everybody go
Ryan
away, or was it just
Terrell.
me?
That was just you.
Just you.
Okay, that was weird because everything went wonky.
Right when I mentioned
Your
Scott.
blood sugar good?
But you didn't go away.
You didn't go away. You were still
I
there.
didn't go away.
No.
Okay.
No.
Good. So everybody saw my panic. What the hell's going on?
We
Yeah,
did.
we saw that.
We
Mhm.
did.
Did you hear what
We
I
were kinda
asked?
Worried.
Is your blood sugar good?
244. Yeah, that's all right.
God.
Claude. Now he went away.
Oh, he is gone.
He really
went
is.
totally away. Whoops.
Oh wow. He'll be back.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Anywho. Yeah, I would love to see more stuff like that. I love the way Pam and them have their stuff at the Border Town. It is absolutely awesome.
You guys do very, very well.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you
I
do.
pulled
Can
up
you, can you hear the banging again?
Weird.
Yes,
we
I
heard it.
did.
Okay, this time it's my neighbor's next door.
Oh.
I think he might have moved out, but I don't know what that was upstairs. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess just got our flyer done for Save the Dates, and it looks so good. I love it.
It does look good.
Isn't that fun?
It
That
looks
is
great.
fun.
Saturday, September 27th.
Who's the person being beamed up?
That's what I was wondering. It looks like Adrian.
I think
Kinda
it's
does,
Phil.
yeah.
Then it's not being
Oh,
beamed
maybe
up. I'm
Phil.
being beamed down. Go
Oh,
back.
you're falling. I
It's
see. You're falling.
Enzo. Enzo. I should have known it was Enzo. Our big
Oh, yeah, could be. It would be Enzo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's not me. I can't get my arms that way.
Enzo. I don't know if he's still watching or not. He did like
But
so.
yeah, I think more stuff. But I really would love to go to Silicon. It would have been pretty awesome to go to both. I was planning on going because whenever he said it was gonna be Labor Day weekend, I was planning on going to Paragould, then Silicon, then Bordertown, and then Arkansas.
Just boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. But now I can only go to Paragould, Bordertown, and Arkansas.
And it's
So-
terrible because we tried to do when we did our Hell on the Border Paracons here in Fort Smith. We tried to do it. First off, we tried to do it in the springtime, and that's where I wanted to keep it because all these paranormal events happen close to Halloween,
Yeah.
and then you try to get paranormal people to come, and they can't. Why? Because they're doing their own events. And,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to gear mine more towards the paranormal investigators out there, and most of the people come aren't paranormal investigators because paranormal investigators, although they cry unity, never support other paranormal teams. What's the deal with that?
I don't know.
I don't know because we
It's
do.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All
I-
four of us
sad.
do.
So
We're
because
special.
every,
We're rare
everybody's holding their own separate paranormal unity event.
Yeah,
But-
right?
But they
It's
won't
like-
come together and make a good paranormal unity event.
like,
do we know when the
okay.
Arkansas Expo is scheduled for this year?
It's
always the last
weekend of
weekend.
So it's
Of
going to be the
October.
25th,
yes.
24th, 25th.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
it.
it is. Just like yours is the last Saturday, theirs is the last weekend.
Yay.
Yeah. It did. The October
Yeah.
25th. Yeah.
I'll probably be doing the same thing this year.
Oh, I love the Arkansas Paranormal Expo. So many people come up and
It's
talk to you.
the
I love
best.
it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
That's a great
This
event.
year was a blast.
It is.
Oh,
I
it
was
was-
looking
it
at
was-
pictures that Pam had taken of me talking to some of the people that come and stop by my booth. And I'm like
You're
all
yeah.
amazed all the time. It was like,
Yes.
whoa.
So,
So yeah,
There's some good
there's some good
stories coming
stories.
through.
Yeah.
I
And some
plan
of
to
the
be
older
there.
people.
Yes.
I plan to be there by noon again on Saturday.
Yay.
it's just a good time. I like it.
Oh, it was a blast last year. I really enjoyed it.
It's definitely worth the trip.
I love it. I love hanging out with Adrian and Tina at
Yes.
the hotel. all chit chatting and then yep.
What I
It's
need
fun
to
time.
do is I need to fork over some money and rent one of their rooms that we can just have our own little event at the hotel.
Yeah.
Our own little karaoke since nobody else wants to do it.
It's
I
not
think
that
it'd
we
be
don't
fun.
want to do it. You don't want us to do it.
You don't want us.
After a cup nice sips of tea.
Have
Oh
you ever
no, because then I
heard
think
of
I
the
can sing
dogs
and I cannot
howling?
sing.
They have food catered to it.
Cannot sing at all. I can talk, but I cannot sing.
Now that you may not sing well, but everybody can sing.
Everybody can sing. Yep.
Hey, Ron, if you're watching this show, if you're watching this in the history or later on, I apologize up front, but see, Ron will sing and he can't sing in a butt. But I don't stop it because he's trying to make a joyful noise.
Well, it might be a joyful noise to me, but no.
That's great.
What's the bird?
Okay, so when we all get together, we can do Ghostbusters. You can shout out Ghostbusters.
There we
That'll work.
go. I might be able to do that on key. I don't know.
Nah, too good.
What's the Paragould thing actually called?
It's Scared City.
Scared
Scared-
City presents
City.
High On Nation Paranormal Horror.
It's the
Show.
longest title ever. But you get in there, Scared
Yeah.
City, you'll find it. Scared City is the name of the spook house.
Yep.
And he ties in
Scared
together
City
with them.
Productions. Because they
Yeah.
do they produce the horror movies and stuff too.
Okay,
My God,
cool.
I just looked at the Facebook thing here for that. Scared
Uh-huh.
City presents High Nation Horror Show 3.
3, yes.
You got
Yep.
Scared City, you got Paragold, something in the middle. Then we have our friend, beloved friend, Shah, is the third little icon on there.
Beloved.
What?
She's
Nice.
beloved.
Where?
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you sure are.
Well, I don't know. I can't
Nice.
zoom in, but she's
It
I
said
see
You're
our,
on there.
your hair.
our
I
beloved
love
indentured
my hair
servant.
like that. I'm gonna have to
You
keep
have-
it up and put it up
you
in a
have
mohawk.
blue and green hair on that one.
Blue, green, and purple.
Yeah, a little bit of
Purple in the
purple in the back. Yeah, in the back. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Very cool.
Loved it. What about having Philip Adrian Booth and Christopher St. Booth? We're trying. We're trying.
I'm trying.
We've
Yeah.
got a
Karen.
bunch of feelers out.
Yeah.
See,
the
with
ones that we're
them,
talking
I
about
know
are the ones
on
that
my
let me tell you a
show.
story on this, Karen. I was trying to get them to come on. I send them a message, and I get nothing but crickets. And then Ken sends me a shot of a message that he sent to them, and they answered him. I'm like, what the actual? I'm not going to say it because it's a family show. And then I
Darn tootin'.
All right, you know what? I will try
Wait a
it.
minute.
I'll try
Hi.
it next and be like,
Oh, Richard
"Hey
Eastbrook would be good.
guys." Oh yes.
That would be cool.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Do so. But you know, I will try to. I know on my show they requested it to be pre-recorded, not live.
Well, they can kiss my butt. This is a live show. It's called A.M.O.K. It's called A.M.O.K. And if they can't go amok, then they aren't a wild and crazy guys like they say they are. And I've seen them. I know they are. So that's BS.
They are.
Not to me. I think the thing is they had a whole bunch of stuff going on at the
Mike
beginning of the year.
Ricksecker would
Yeah.
be really cool.
Oh
Mike
yes, I think I
Yeah,
sent him an
he would be
email.
really
No,
cool.
oh no, I
Mike is
didn't.
pretty good. He tried to.
We have one of his books in the library, actually.
Does he
One
still
on
sell
Alaska
coffee?
Triangle.
I won't
Yeah,
send
I
Mike
think
an
so.
email. You have to do it.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mike. You know Mike, right?
I had him on the show last year.
Well,
On
that's what
my
I'm saying.
show. Yeah.
You are
talk
cool,
to Mike.
Karen. We're so glad.
All right. I'll send him an
Karen.
email, see if I can get him. I think I sent him an email asking him to be on A.M.O.K, but I didn't get anything back. But I will send it from A.M.O.K. I did send out quite a few. I'm trying to get Tony Spera and Aaron Sagers, but we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
The main ones that we've talked about so far are confirmed.
Yes, everybody
So
that
we
I
still have
mentioned
a bunch of
are
feelers out
confirmed.
on other
And
stuff.
that 10 guests in basically a weekend.
Yeah.
Adrian,
So
like,
we just
put the pedal to
started.
the
I didn't
metal.
want to bug people. I didn't want to bug us during the holiday season. I didn't want to bug other people about
Yeah.
holiday season.
I didn't either.
Which leads me to another question here. Since we're all hashing things out, I know I enjoy it, but do you enjoy having that 2-month period where we're not having a show, or should we do something and take shifts, like I do a show, you do a show, you do a show, you do a show, and keep it going through those 2 months? No? Or you like to take the time off? Then maybe we could do some pre-records.
I was
Yeah,
going
we
to
could do that.
suggest
Yeah.
let's do some pre-records for that time.
Then
period.
we can have the Booth brothers on. And
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Booth Brothers Christmas special.
There you
If
go.
they want to pre-record, we can
Hey,
do it like
Philip,
that.
how you
So there.
doing, buddy? I hope you're
Yeah.
watching.
That's so funny.
That's okay.
That's a good way to do it, though.
No, I think
Yeah.
that would be good.
I'm not saying they broke my heart, but they broke my heart.
Aww.
But they didn't say no.
They
They
didn't
didn't say no.
They didn't say no.
They didn't say
In my
no.
case, they didn't say anything.
They just totally ignored Adrian.
No,
Aw.
they did.
They responded.
They did later.
I think I've seen them recently compared to maybe the last time you saw them. I don't know when you last saw them.
I haven't seen
I can
him
tell you
since
when I last
SoCon.
saw him because
Been a
it was
minute.
never.
SoCon was
never
2
met him.
years.
You
Not
love
yet.
them.
It was a year and a couple of months.
It's a year and a half ago, wasn't it? In
Karen
April?
said Pat,
No,
Patty,
it was
Even
in
before
Andrea, and I can
September.
entertain you guys.
Was it in
There we
September?
go.
It was in September. It was
We
in
could let
September
them
because it was
loose
after
on
I
them.
came back from Hinsdale.
Okay. All right. What was that, Pam? Sorry.
Oh,
See-
Karen said that her, Patty, and Andrea could entertain us. And I was
so
Oh,
like, we could
yeah.
let them loose on A.M.O.K. That would be
Absolutely.
very
yeah.
entertaining.
Absolutely.
and
Fun
you
time.
may be on one of the pre-records.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to, let's see, Shaw, you went to Hinsdale House, turned around,
in
and what,
2023. No,
and
I went
like
to
3
Hinsdale
days
House,
later, we went to Indiana.
And then
So-
after Indiana, it was a week before, 2 weeks before we went to Silcon. And then it was
just
Border
back to back
Town.
to back.
And then it was back to back to back in 2023.
Yep.
Oh my
You
gosh.
drove to
so
New
crazy.
York and back, and then turned around and went halfway back to New York.
Yeah. Oh
Karen
my
said it's-
gosh.
Karen just say it's not in her contract for pre-recorded.
She's backpedaling now. Karen.
Yeah. Look at her. Look at her. No, I think it would be a blast. We can set up some stuff and plan on
You know, there's a new place that just
that
opened up.
Stephanie O'Reilly's friend opened up.
Yes, it's
who?
the Sleeper Mortuary, and it's in Iola, Kansas. It's an old funeral
Mortuary.
home, and it's haunted, and they've just opened it for ghost hunts.
Is it a
Where's that
B&B
at?
also?
I'm not sure if it is or not. It's in Iola, Kansas. It's about an hour north of me.
Well, that's not bad.
No,
Well, okay, schedule it. Let's go.
yeah, they're on my list to contact.
I
I'll
want
get
us
with
to go back to
Stephanie and find out
McIntyre Villa
names.
too.
Yeah, McIntyre's the
I-
best, isn't it?
Talked
Yeah.
It's so
to
much fun.
Stephanie, and I said, Stephanie, you're gonna be up for the group, the groups. I said to come back and haunt you for the weekend. Hell yeah, was her answer.
She told me.
we're
I
we're
told her.
talking
I said,
Friday and Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah.
I told her, I
Wow.
said, I would love to come up and have a girls' night. You've been wanting a girls' night. And she goes, girl, I've been telling you, you just got to get your butt up here.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's almost any night. You just go up there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't go up there though.
I'll have to find my wig so I can go
No,
too.
y'all have to come up, dress your best, wear your heels and your no.
That's right. Don't assume my gender.
Oh my goodness. But no, it would be a blast. I would love to see Adrian.
You know how hard it is to keep a straight face. That's
Adrian, you would have so much fun there. You really
In
would.
heels?
Yes.
No, not in
Yes.
heels.
You can wear those low.
It'd be all
You
right,
won't have
unless
to
you
go
got me on
into the
stairs.
attic,
It's
and
just
then
the
all
coolest
the way down
place.
to the basement.
It's the coolest place ever. It really
Four
is. It's very neat.
levels of
home.
hugeness. Just
And I didn't go to the basement or the attic. I pretty
didn't
much
last
stayed on
tell
the
you.
second floor.
Yeah.
I wanted to go this last time, but I tell you, the last year was kind of a mess in my head. So trying to
Yeah.
unmessify my head and get more on the ball this time. Go try to enjoy it. It's been a while. Actually, it's been a while since I've had a good paranormal experience.
Yeah.
So I go to these places that all that hype is there, and I'm like, okay, and you can't really hype me up, but you really want to experience something, right?
Right.
So you go there, and you're like, I was excited to go to Waverly Hill, and it was a neat place, but I didn't experience anything there, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a drag. That's a letdown with all
Yeah.
that, with all the
That's a
hype of the place.
Big
So
trip too to
that's okay. I'll do it again.
What's
at
still a
least
cool building, but
what's the
Yeah.
what's the minimum on Waverly? Is it 10 or 15?
I don't know. I know
We could check into it.
Yeah, it's an expensive place, and
It's like $100. It's like $100 last time I went.
I want to
Yeah.
do the Randolph County Asylum.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Karen's all sitting there trying to give me a hard time. Can't give me a hard time, Karen.
That's the one
I'll cry, make you feel bad.
I've been dodging that invite for 3 years.
You know,
I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun.
Old South
you know, in
Pittsburgh
Leavenworth
isn't that
Penitentiary
far
was
from
supposed to
Lexington.
have opened up
Or
Oh
to
yeah,
go
Fort
something
Leavenworth did open up. They opened up in
right after we
November?
were at Missouri State Penn.
Yep.
And now I can't find any info on it.
Really?
Yeah. So I was looking around her. I mean,
Ooh. Well, maybe
granted,
they
it was a
just
curse.
shut everything down for the holidays.
I'm wondering if they did or if they're just going to focus on maybe the Halloween season. I don't know.
Oh,
I hope
I don't
not.
know. Well, I know the Velisca Axe Murder House. I've been telling Johnny I've been wanting to go there for years, and
Yeah.
he says, "Well, you're gonna have to choose the date and get it ready for you to come up." But I know a lot of people don't want to do that house because it's just a murder house.
Yeah.
It's just
But
a murder house.
it's just a
Just-
murder house.
Yeah,
I would
if the
love to
house
do
is-
it
If the
though.
house is, I say I love hospitals, but most of my investigations have been homes. And
Yeah.
homes, the most haunted location I've ever been in had been a house. So, and I'll put that against anything that you ever see on these TV programs. This place is off the charts. So you can't say just a house because if it is something,
True.
Yeah.
yeah.
True. It would be interesting to see. Now, I know Malvern Manor has a lot of stories that come out of it. And I know Josh has done a lot of stuff that he is showing online of. I mean, he does his podcast and his stuff down there over at the house. So sometimes you'll see him on the podcast and you're like, did y'all hear that? And you'd hear something in the background. Now, can you see what's going on? No, you can't. So you don't really know what's happening. But
I've
you
got
know.
to pin down Justin Spurrier about getting him on to talk about the Garnett Hotel too, because that place is really, it's an
I would
incredible
love
spot.
to get Tony Sparrow on so we can talk to him about the Warrens.
Yeah.
I would
He's the son-in-law,
love.
right?
He's the son-in-law. He's Judy's husband. I would
Yeah.
love to hear his stories because I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But getting to him is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And then I've been trying to get Patty Negri her attention, but I haven't heard. She hasn't responded back to anything of mine in a long ass time. Oh, long butt time.
Long butt
Long
time.
butt time. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to respond, but I don't know if it's
As
because
opposed
of
to
the
short
new,
butt.
right? But I don't know if it's because of her network because she's on the Para X network too. So I don't know if it's because she's on the Para X network and she's got stuff that she's signed or whatever. I don't know what it is.
Probably
But
not. You're probably getting lost in the masses of things. So
probably.
some people you have to have a different way of getting a hold of them. So
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna try a few different routes and see if I can get to her. I know I sent her asking her to help me on a true crime case, but she asked me what, and I sent her what I needed help on, and she never responded. I don't even think she saw it.
Huh.
So I don't know about that. But
I'm
yeah,
going to try to get Jim Gray too from Geneseo for the Kansas UFO Day thing. 'cause
yeah,
that's
that would be good.
really cool.
Yeah, that'd be
He's
good.
a character.
Joe Chin needs to come on.
well,
Yeah.
and he was supposed to be at the expo, but he had some things going on.
Yeah.
So we Tina will reach out to him now that we've gone into the new year and see if we can get him to come this coming year. That he was supposed to be, but he had all kinds of medical issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
so but it last I
What
heard he
about
was
Dustin?
leaving.
What's
Perry?
his name? Yeah.
Oh, Dustin? Yeah.
Yeah. Could you get
He- He'd,
him?
pro- he'd probably come on. But I mean, ain't nothing but send him a message. I'll send him a message. But he's a cool dude. Have you ever talked to him at all?
No.
No,
Dustin
he
or
is
Joe?
either, really.
Dustin. Oh, I've
But
talked to Joe, of course.
no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Joe's
Dustin's
awesome.
really cool. Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
just
Hi,
talked to
Ashley. Hi,
Dustin.
Craig.
he's a very just laid back kind of guy. So I like him a lot.
Cool.
Although he was my person that I used as an example of why you don't provoke, because when they were in overseas and he wanted to provoke somebody and he got all talking all tough, and it was a little girl ghost or something, a young lady ghost and stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, see, that you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
So, but
You don't.
you should
So
feel
actually-
sad.
Actually, we were just talking about. I want to try to pin Justin Spurrier down to get him on to talk about the Garnet Hotel and see if we can promote it too. Be a good one. They've
Scott
spent a lot of time
Temperman.
there.
Scott Temperman would be a good
Scott
one to have
Temperman,
on.
I'd have him on. He was another one who was going to be at the expo, and then something came up around and he couldn't make it. So I'd like to have him on because he's a pretty cool dude. Known him for a couple of years. I can't say we're really know each other. We've done events together, so it's kind of cool. Met him through Keith. So,
Cool.
but yeah. Okay, now here we are. We're at the last 8 minutes or so of the show. We talked about the things and the people that we have coming on the show, the people we're interested in having on the show. I put out a feeler, said if you know somebody that'd like to be on the show, they can contact us through our muckparanormal@gmail.com. We have one person that did. Nobody knows who that is yet, right? We haven't. No. So
figure it out.
you've seen the name. So, but anyhow, we will entertain any idea of a guest if we ever come into a week where we don't have a guest on, and that happens from time to time when we have a guest scheduled and something comes up. Maybe they accidentally ate a bar of X-Lactington in a chocolate bar and they're in the toilet and can't do it. I don't know, but some reason sometimes people can't. What we're going to do is we're going to have a grab bag of topics, and what we'll do is we'll spin some topics, and then we get to talk about things. What do you believe? What do you think orbs are? Things like
Fun.
that. So, yeah.
Yes.
So we'll actually take a paranormal.
No.
Huh? You don't know?
I don't know.
They're usually these round things.
Bowling balls.
Orbs. Yeah.
Or are they plasmoids?
Plasmoids?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm talking about the UFO.
I got Pam
or the
excited. She's like, ooh,
UAP
topics.
the UAP / drone / orbs thing
Flash.
that's happening.
Are we in New Jersey?
Oh, the
Yeah.
drones. Yes. I
Are
saw a
they
TikTok
paranormal?
on that.
Old
Paranormal.
reliable balloons.
Oh, it
Two
was
dudes
funny.
named Brian and Steve, and they're flying things up there, and they go, we're gonna.
I saw a TikTok on that where somebody was naming all the cities or all the states in the South. I was like, don't worry about this, guys. The South has got this.
They'll be taken care of no time in the South.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
Enzo, we were actually talking to him about those a couple weeks ago, and he said out of all of those, and he's retired Air Force, so he has a lot of experience when it comes to seeing the things in the air. And he said there's only one video that he saw, and it was out of Phoenix, I believe, that he thought may have some credibility to it, and it's the one where you see whatever it is, the lights in the sky, and you see this drone go up to it, and then it immediately just falls
Yeah.
out of the. He's like, that's the only one that really struck him as it might be something.
See, in order to get me to believe in like UFOs and stuff like that, where's your graphic? Oh, you took it off already. You almost need
Oh, here.
To beam you up.
you almost need to beam me up. So
Oh my
How
god.
do you know you haven't been beamed up already? You just don't
Right.
remember.
Right.
oh, where'd you go? There you go. I have to be like this guy in the middle, halfway in between. And I'd be like going, okay, maybe that is a UFO because I'm so.
I mean,
I don't know,
I've seen a couple of things in the sky that I cannot explain, and
I've seen all kinds of things I can't explain. Doesn't mean it's alien.
oh well. I know in the army when I was in, there was nothing that could have done what they did, but I don't know about the Air Force.
Mhm.
What do I know about the Air Force? I was in the Air Force, but I was an X-ray tech. I mean, I couldn't even see outside. We had lead line walls.
I was
Yeah.
stationed at 4th Squadron 2nd ACR, where the helicopter pilots, the warrant officers, and it was interesting to listen to their stories.
Superman
Yeah.
couldn't even see you, Adrian.
You know?
Right?
Ashley said, I read a research study on plasmoids a couple of months ago. There's evidence they are developing consciousness. I have heard that too. Yeah.
I
And
don't
then they start
know.
popping up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I'd like to know more about it.
I don't know
Must
what
be-
I saw, but I've actually seen with my own eyes orbs.
Oh, I've
Mhm.
seen orbs.
Good size. I mean,
In the room with you.
I've seen mist.
Yeah.
oh no,
I've seen
I saw
orbs.
one.
Not-
I
some
saw an
outside.
apparition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen apparitions.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
it's been-
Yeah.
the orb that
7.
really stands out for me is the one I saw up at Eastern State Penitentiary. It was outside the wall, and we were about 50 feet away from it, and this thing was about maybe 2-3 feet in diameter.
Wow.
Just
Oh, wow.
following the like a wall, well, almost like a guard doing his walk
His
around the
rounds.
building. Because I mean, Eastern State Pen. I don't know if you've been there, but it's in the middle of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And, you know,
We can talk about that now.
in the suburbs.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, awesome! You were mentioning, all over the country,
Yeah.
foreign countries. Can I
Foreign
talk
countries.
about? I've done some. I wasn't supposed to, but I did some investigating up in Canada.
Canada.
I've done some
Nice.
investigating in Alaska.
Ooh.
But you do investigating
cool.
at the roadside that you stopped at the rest places. You grab your thing and you walk around through the trees.
No, Ken goes
Right.
goes
He goes
touring, man.
all-
He
He does.
definitely.
I investigated up at
Yeah.
Fort Yukon up in the Arctic Circle.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
weird. I found
Yeah,
all sorts
I
of
can
old
imagine.
cemeteries up there, which was really
Really?
interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. But
Wow.
what was it? Castle Loma Castle up in Toronto. Wasn't supposed to, but I had headphones on and my spirit box in my pocket.
I would like to go to Canada.
You
I've
probably have
never
a
been to
spirit box in your
Canada.
pocket right now.
I do not.
He has it right next to him on
I
his
do
desk.
not. Matter of fact, no, it's over in the box right now.
right
Ah,
Yeah, right over there.
right over there.
there.
I think my other one's out in the car still. It's probably frozen.
Probably.
It's
Because you're
only
under like a foot of snow, right?
well, about 8 inches here. Plus, well, what's the temperature? It's like 18.
Oh
right.
goodness.
It's
We got
going
up to
down.
28
It's going-
today. I
That
think.
is
It's going
cold.
up. I'm sorry. It just went down to 16.
Oh geez. Oh
Let's
my
get down
gosh.
to single digits tonight, and then even maybe close to 0 tomorrow.
Oh
Goodness.
yeah, it's supposed
Like,
to be cold here
it's
too.
cold.
Oh, I guess it's 18 here now too.
No, I don't
It
like it.
dropped pretty quick.
I don't
But
like
no,
it.
I mean,
Feels like 13.
wherever I go, I bring some of my toys with me all the time, and I've even had TSA leave me a message a couple times. And we didn't know what this was.
We don't know what this was.
Now we do. Good luck. I'm like, I
Good
wish
luck.
I would have saved that
Funny.
note. It was pretty funny.
That's too funny. All right, we
Oh
got to
my
wrap
gosh.
this up. I want to tell you guys next week is the start of our new format, and starting off with Arkansas. I'll talk a little bit about some Arkansas events coming up. We mentioned a couple of them tonight already, but we'll go a little more into depth on those. And then we'll have our guest, Ronnie D from the historic old South Pittsburgh Hospital. And
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be a good time. Well, I like hospitals. What can I say?
Yeah.
It's a
been
cool place.
like
It
half
really
my
is.
life in hospitals. So anyhow, I hope to see you guys back. Invite your
Yes.
friends. And
Yes.
hey, till then, see ya.
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Thanks for visiting
Bye.
tonight.